Hey everybody, it's Ian the Off-Kilter Crafter. Hope you're having a great day today. Today we're going to be talking about my 5 favorite craft items that I currently have, and 5 craft items that are on my Christmas wish list. Let's take a look at the first list by looking at the 5 favorite crafting items I currently have. The first item on my list, of course, is the Cricut Explore Air. There's so many things that I can do with this die cutting machine, and there's so many possibilities. Really, you can do just about everything with it. From making t-shirts to making cards, it is a great value for the price, and I love the fact that I can use it on my computer, on my iPad, or even my iPhone. I love the versatility of this machine, and there really is so many things that you can do with it. This is why it definitely makes it onto my 5 favorite crafting items. The second item on my list is going to be the Cuttle Bug. I love, first of all, that I have a matching color. Both my Explore Air back there and my Cuttle Bug are both the same color, and I really like that. However, just because they match, that's not the reason why this is on the list. The reason is because I feel like everybody should have some sort of die cutting and embossing machine like the Cuttle Bug. It's great to be able to put your dies, any type of dies that you have, through this machine, and also your embossing folders. Makes great embellishments for all of your cards, scrapbook layouts, and other things. You can do some really neat effects with it as well whenever you're using your embossing folders. Whether you're using this machine with your embossing folders or you're coordinating dies for your stamps, this machine is very, very important to just about every single crafter. For number 3, I have 4. That doesn't make sense. But that's because I have 4 different adhesives that make it onto my top list. Now, I use all of these interchangeably sometimes. It just depends on what project I'm working on and what my needs are. For instance, sometimes I want dry adhesive, so in that case, I'll use my ATG or Advanced Tape Glider gun, this pink one right here. I'll use this on a lot of projects to keep everything stuck down. It's dry adhesive, it works great, and there's a lot on the roll, so it gives you a pretty good bang for your buck. Now, if I need something to hold even stronger, I'll go to my Tombow Xtreme. I love this material because it really holds everything down. For instance, if I'm doing a watercolor piece and I really want to make sure it's stuck to my card base or my item, whatever it may be, this Tombow Xtreme adhesive is absolutely great. On the other hand, literally, I have my wet adhesives. First off, I have the Tombow Mono Multi-Liquid Glue. This is great glue for gluing things down if you want to be able to reposition it for just a moment while the glue is setting. So if you place like die cuts over each other and want to be able to work with them before the glue sets, this is a great glue to use for that. It's also really nice because it has a very fine tip point on it. It's called the pen tip, and it works out really well for trying to get that glue into very small spaces. I also have the Multimedia Matte from Ranger. This product I absolutely love because if it ends up squishing out on the sides of your die cuts or wherever you're putting it to, it does dry matte. So it's great for adding embellishments, and if you happen to squeeze a little bit too much, that's okay, nobody's gonna ever see it. So these are my favorite adhesives. Number 4 on the list is the VersaMark Inkpad. Now, I know this is kind of a small favorite, but I absolutely love VersaMark. There's so many different ways to use this. Now, on the front, it says it's a watermark stamp pad, but you can do so much more with it. I use it a lot whenever I'm heat embossing because the heat embossing powder sticks to it super well and allows me to get a really good image. As long as I'm using a stamp that works well with heat embossing powder. Some powders are more fine than others. You can get better images and more crisper images by using finer embossing powders. Next up on my holiday list is going to be the 123 punch board by We Are Memory Keepers. This punch board packs a big punch, get it? Big punch? because of everything that it can do. You can do boxes, bows, and envelopes using this one punch board, so it's really 3 tools in one. I use this punch board the most to create envelopes, and it's so incredibly easy to use. They even have all the sizes of the envelopes that you use right on the inside. It's super easy to read all the measurements, cut your paper, and punch it out. It also has this extending arm for if you're doing a bigger piece of paper that you need a bigger envelope or box for. I'll put a link to the video that shows me actually using this punch board. You can find it in the cards. All you have to do is click the eye that shows up when you put your arrow right over here and check out that video where you can see me actually putting this punch board to use. Bonus time! Here's a bonus item that I enjoy having in my craft room, my Keurig 2.0. I love being able to have coffee at the touch of a button right here in my craft room whenever I'm crafting late at night and need to get a project done, or when I'm enjoying a Sunday afternoon and just want to sip on a nice hot cup of coffee or tea. I definitely think a Keurig 2.0 should definitely come in every craft room. Alright, let's move on to 5 items that I have on my Christmas wish list this year. The first item on my wish list this year is the Silhouette Mint Stamp Kit. I would really love to be able to create my own stamps just by using the software to design it and then using the Mint to actually print it out. Definitely seems like it's really cool, and all the reviews so far have seemed very positive. I'd love to create a stamp that lets everybody know the card that they just received was handmade by me. The next item on my wish list is an item that I already have, but a new version has come out, so I'd like to try the updated version. You may remember that I've tried the Misti, the most incredible stamping tool invented, and I wasn't too impressed with it. Well, there's a new version that just was recently released, and I'd love to give that one a try. Make sure to check out my unboxing and first impressions video. Just go over to the cards and check it out. One thing I didn't like about the Misti was that I had to put the vinyl cover, protective cover, over this silk screen grid lines. On the new Misti, they are now laser etched, so that way you don't have to worry about the lines coming off or having to apply this vinyl piece over it. I've also heard that the hinges are a little bit different, so I definitely would like to see if those make a difference whenever you're stamping. And you also may remember that the back of my Misti kind of was coming apart. I'm interested to see if maybe she's figured out a way to keep this back from peeling up like mine did. So even though I already have the Misti, I'd like to get the new version to see if it would work better than the one I currently have. Next up on my wish list is the Heidi Swapp Minc foil applicator. Now, I haven't really messed with foil at all. I don't even have a tube of the deco foil or thermoweb or whatever it is. I don't have any of those and have yet to play with them. I do have a laser printer, and I'd be very interested to play around with the Minc and see if I can create some really great cards. I've seen some great foiling effects all across Facebook and YouTube, and I'd really like to give it a try. It looks so professionally done, and I'd really like to bring that professional element to the cards that I create. Number 4 on my holiday wish list is going to be the Keurig Tombow tie. No, that's not it at all. Next up on my wish list at number 4 is going to be the Zig, I have to look at my notes because this one's hard. Keurig Gonze Tombi Watercolor Set. Try saying that 5 times fast. I'm sure I'm totally butchering how you say that, and I had to look at my notes because I forgot what order all those words come in. I want to try and get this watercolor set because I have the feeling it could really create some great looking cards. I've seen artists like Christina Warner on her YouTube channel. She uses it a lot. Also, Sandy Almach uses it as well. I'd love to give it a try and see if I can create some great watercolor cards. I love the colors that come in the different sets, and using the gold or pearlescent watercolors looks like it could be a lot of fun. Now I just need to learn how to say its name. Next up on my holiday list is going to be the Scrap Perfect Medium No Clog Tip. I think I said that wrong, but anyways, it's a tip that you can apply onto your items such as glossy accents that allows the tip to remain unclogged, and it has a little needle that goes down inside, again to help keep it from getting clogged. I have a big problem with my glossy accents getting clogged up because it does want to clog the tip as it gets hard, and I've seen a lot of people use this tip and get some amazing results. I also love how small of dots you can get out with that precision tip. I'd love to give it a try and see if I could get better results using my glossy accents. Now a bonus for my holiday wish list is going to be the Keurig Cold. It was a brand new machine that just came out a couple of months ago, and I would be very interested, since I have the Keurig Hot 2.0, to try the Keurig Cold. I think having a nice refreshing glass of Dr. Pepper in my craft room would be a great way to spend a hot summer afternoon. I also love the fact that it mixes the soda flavoring and the soda water right there. It's almost like having a soda jerk in your own home. That still sounds like I'm calling you a jerk. I'm not, I swear. So that completes my top 10 holiday list this year. Let me know if you agree with my list, or if you feel like I left an item off. Just leave it down in the comments below. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you liked my video, and then we'll share it with other people. Also, if you haven't already, hit that button down below that says subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and get great crafting updates from me every time I post a new video. Also, don't forget to get social with me. You can find all my social media links down in the description below. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Remember guys, keep it off kilter. Bye!